This is Cherry Pop Games' new virtual reality pool simulator, Pool Nation VR. They did a fantastic job with this game. The basic mechanics of this game are near identical to real pool. I played an awful lot of real pool, so maybe I can help you improve your virtual game. I'm going to go over 3 basic shots that every pool player needs to master. Stop, follow, draw. So we're in free play mode right now, or as I like to refer to it, practice mode. It allows you to move the balls about the table any way you like. You can set up shots any way you like. And this is just really great for practice. If you have some shots that you're struggling with, just come in here to free play and just set them up and just keep playing them until they become easy. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to work on a stop shot. Now all these shots right now are just going to be straight in. We're going to work on some angles at another time. So right now, we want to stop the ball, shoot this ball and stop it, and leave an easy 8-ball shot. And this is pretty simple once you understand how to do it. The ball has to be dead straight with a full hit for it to work. Just like that. You're going to hit just a little below center on the cue ball. The idea is, basically the physics behind it are, if a dead cue ball, no spin on it, hits another object ball full, it's just going to stop dead. It has to have spin for it to start moving again. So you hit it a little bit below center, and hopefully it has no spin on it by the time it hits the 2. Okay, here we go. There. Stopped almost dead, leaves you an easy 8-ball. So now, what we're going to do this time, let's say the 8-ball is in a different spot. We're going to set up the exact same shot. I'm using the R on the table and the chalk as a reference so I can set the same shot up every time. But now we're going to have to play a follow shot. The 8-ball's in a different place. We just want to put the 1 in and just follow forward. You're going to hit the cue ball above center and it should just follow down. You want to use a light stroke on this. There, now you get a nice easy 8-ball. We're going to run through that again. And one thing I did notice is that follow isn't working properly with the ghost ball on. Apparently they made it so that when you use ghost ball, side English doesn't work, and I understand why they did that, but it also is interfering with topspin. And I'm going to set up a shot at the end of the video to show you the difference of the amount of topspin you can put on a ball with and without ghost ball in effect. So okay, that was the follow shot. Now we're going to learn draw. Let's say the 8-ball's up here now. Now you could play a follow shot here, just like you did, but you'd leave yourself a long 8-ball up in the corner and even possibly a scratch in the side depending on the angle you had left. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a draw shot. We're just going to draw this. We're going to put backspin on the cue ball, and it's going to hit the 6-ball, and it's just going to back up and run up the table. You have to hit this below center, and it's not just about hitting it below center. You got to be thinking you want to create backspin. So it takes a little practice to get this down, but it's not that hard. See, now we came up table. We got a nice easy shot on the 8 in the side. We'll do it one more time. The closer the balls are, the easier it is to make the shot. And I'm going to make a shot later. We're going to do a long shot, and it's a little harder. It's a harder stroke to master. Okay, once more. I don't think I'm perfectly straight on this. The cue ball didn't come off it exactly straight, but it's exactly where you want it to be for the 8-ball. Alright, now we're going to set up a really long shot. Now I know a lot of beginners are afraid of these shots when they're hanging in the pocket. They'll follow it in because they don't understand the stop or the draw. So we're just going to put this in with a stop shot. So because there's a long distance between the balls, you kind of have to hit this like a draw shot. But by the time the cue ball gets there, most of the backspin will have wore off, and it'll kind of be a dead ball by the time it gets down there. So here we go. Stop it right there. You don't have to worry about scratching once you know this stroke. We'll do one more. Of course, if you're just trying to avoid scratching, all you would also could do is just hit the rail, on the right hand side, hit the rail just before the ball, and that way it would come across it at an angle and there'd be no chance of scratching. But now the ball might run a little bit. You'd have to worry about that. So just kind of play it below center, firm hit, and make sure you hit the ball full. If you hit the ball on an angle, the cue ball is going to take off. All right, so now we're going to do a draw, a table long draw. Now, here's one thing that's a little different in virtual pool than real pool. In real pool, to draw this ball from this distance is a really tough shot. You really have to have a good stroke. But it's fairly easy in the virtual pool. Hit it good and low. You don't have to worry about miscuing. Hit the ball way below center. Make sure you hit dead on that 9 ball. There we go. All right. So the whole idea behind all that is you're trying to set yourself up for the next shot. So this is a rookie mistake you'll see all the time. Somebody has ball in hand. They'll come over, give themselves an easy shot without thinking about the next shot. So in that case, he wanted to get on the 8 ball, but just stopped it dead, had a really bad 8 ball shot. So instead of giving yourself a straight-in shot that there's not much to do with, you can only go forward or backwards, leave yourself a little angle. See, so now I have a cut shot with the ball in hand, and now, because of that little cut, the cue ball is just going to drift to the right up for the 8 ball. Nice, easy 8. You always want to be thinking at least one shot ahead. There, nice, easy 8 ball. If you can just think one shot ahead, you can go a long way. Okay, I told you earlier that follow isn't working properly with ghost ball on, and I'm going to give you an example right here. I'm turning it on, and this shot really requires really heavy follow, heavy topspin. I'm going to make the 9 ball in the corner with the cue ball. I'm not playing a combination. I'm going to knock the 1 ball out of the way, and the cue ball is going to run down the rail and knock the 9 ball in. And as you can see, the cue ball didn't get any spin. We're going to set that shot up again, and we're going to turn off the ghost ball, so you get the full topspin effect. So you know when you're playing 9 ball, if you hit the lowest ball first and make the 9, you win the game. So that's what I'm doing here. So you could play the combination, but this is an alternate way to make it. So keep an eye on the cue ball. Watch what happens when it's loaded up with topspin. There, that's what's supposed to happen. So I hope you liked the video. I have some more to come in the future. We're going to work with some angles.